familiar story. It almost sounds like a soap opera when you read it. More and more, we're seeing human qualities in non-human things. And many folks are falling in love with them. Anyone here have an Alexa? I see a few hands of folks who have an Alexa. You know, Alexa is a disc-shaped object that we can talk to. And many Americans, I've never seen one, honest. I've seen the ads on TV where Dr. Dave's talking to an Alexa, you know, Channel 7 and all of that. But I understand that many Americans are starting their day by asking Alexa to tell them the weather or play them a song or give them a recipe for dinner. And that the device may be causing children to see a wide range of objects as living things, or at least things that will respond to them. I read the other day that one person even reports that because of Alexa, his toddler now talks to beverage coasters. National Geographic reports that there's a man in Washington State who has an emotional and romantic attachment to his car, and that car he's named Vanilla. You know, and it's thought that over 50% of car owners have a name for their vehicle that they affectionately call their vehicle. I see Flora shaking her head. Yeah, okay. Clearly, there's a danger in seeing objects as human. You know, we don't want our children to become adults who talk to coasters and fall in love with cars. But there's an even bigger danger in seeing humans as objects. Objects that can satisfy our personal desires and our agendas. Long before Alexa, King David saw Bathsheba as an object of desire. He didn't really perceive of her as a human being, but as a thing that could respond to him and give him pleasure, his own personal Alexa. David's problems began in the spring of the year, when the kings go out to battle, says the author of Samuel. But instead of doing his job and leading his soldiers, David remains in the comfort and the safety of the capital city. And he sends his captain Joab along with his other officers to lead his army against the Ammonites and to lay siege to the city of Rabbah. And late one afternoon, David takes a walk on you have to understand the roofs were flat. He takes a walk on the roof of his house. And he sees a beautiful woman taking a bath, and he likes what he sees, like a car buyer shopping for a bright new shiny automobile. One catches his eye. And David sends a messenger to inquire about the woman, and he receives a report. This is Bathsheba, daughter of Eliam, the wife of Uriah the Hittite. You see, Bathsheba is a flesh and blood human being. She's the daughter of an Israelite named Elam, who was one of David's mighty men. She's also the wife of Uriah, a man who has a Hittite background, but who is nonetheless a brave and loyal soldier of David's. And what is very, very, very clear from the report is that Bathsheba is off limits. She is the daughter of one of David's greatest, biggest supporters, and lawfully married to one of his soldiers. But David doesn't see any of these people as human beings deserving of respect and compassion. To him, they are objects for him to use. David says, Alexa, give me a recipe for personal pleasure. Well, it wasn't exactly like that. Maybe he would have done that today, but in ancient Jerusalem, he sends a messenger to fetch Bathsheba. She has no recourse. He is the king. When you're requested to come, you come. And the messenger fetches Bathsheba, and he goes to bed with her. And she goes home and later sends David a message. I'm pregnant. Although she has been treated like an object of desire, Bathsheba is clearly a human being. She's not a gadget who can be turned off and on when you're done having fun. No, she has a life. And now she's carrying a life with him. But King David fails to open his eyes to the truth. Instead, he continues to treat people like objects. Send me Uriah, he says to his captain Joab. And when Uriah arrives in an attempt to cover his tracks, David tells Uriah to go down to his home and sleep with his wife Bathsheba. But instead of going home, Uriah sleeps at the entrance of the king's house with all the other servants. And when David asks him why he's not going home, Uriah says this, my lord and the servants of my lord are camping in the open field. Shall I then go to my house to eat and drink and lie with my wife? No way, he says. I will not do such a thing. You see, Uriah the Hittite turns out to be more honorable than David, the king of the Israelites. But once again, David's not moved. With a heart as cold as ice, he writes a letter to Joab and forces honorable Uriah to carry it to the battlefield. Tossed away like an inconvenient object. David's treatment of Bathsheba and Uriah is a chilling warning to us. It illustrates the deadly danger of seeing humans as objects that satisfy our personal agendas and our desires. The story shows us the great harm that can be done when we treat people as objects instead of human beings. Over the past year, it's become clear that King David is not alone in this particular sin. Harvey Weinstein, Charlie Rose, Matt Lauer, Kevin Spacey, Bill O'Reilly, and others have been accused of sexual misconduct. All have treated women as though they were objects designed to give them pleasure. And of course, it's not only kings and celebrities who treat people like objects. Each one of us, in our own way, can put our desires ahead of another person's welfare. Or treat someone as a stepping stone as we pursue our agendas. Maybe we can be a friend to a fellow student because they can help us pass a test. Or hire an immigrant day laborer so we can pay them cheaper hourly rates. Or date a wealthy person so they'll buy us expensive gifts. And the list just goes on and on and on. Fortunately, though, there is a simple formula that exists to keep us on the right track. Love people, not things. Use things, not people. You got it? Love people, not things. Use things, not people. How differently the story of King David would have turned out if he had really loved Bathsheba and Uriah, treating them like the valuable people that they were. Instead, he treated them like things. Things designed to satisfy his desires and advance his agenda. Remember, love people, not things. See everyone, and I mean see everyone, as a precious child of God. Respect them as daughters, wives, sons, husbands, mothers, fathers, loyal employees, faithful fellow Christians. Love them as Christ loves them. Remembering the commandment of Jesus to love one another just as I have loved you. He said to his disciples, you should also love one another. Also, use things, not people. Use Alexa to tell you the weather and play your favorite songs. Use your car to get you back and forth to work and the kids to soccer practice. Use your computer to make you more productive. But don't ever love these things so much that they draw your attention completely away from the flesh and blood human beings around you. Don't do it. Remember, love people, not things. Use things, not people. We don't want to be like David. Love people, last time. Love people, not things. Use things, not people. May it be so for me and for you. May it be so.